Here, D squared. The series of videos that I'm going to show you right now, some of them are kind of long and have some space in there where, you know, it looks like nothing's happening, but there is. Sorry for the wind. It deals with getting my propane tank delivered so that I could hook it up solid to my RV at the time and fill my propane tanks up and all that good stuff. So, you know, there it is, sitting over there, covered up. This is obviously a later time, but because again, this happened around the 17th of November 2018 is when the tank was delivered and shooting the video and stuff. So again, the wind's blowing, so I'm getting a little closer so you can hear me. So anyway, that was just a process of getting this delivered. Videos are a little long, but it was an exciting time for me. Okay, thanks again for watching. Please like and subscribe. Thank you. Bye. Tomorrow, on Friday, November 16th, I'm going to have a 250-gallon propane tank delivered. I'm going to have it sitting right here. I'll put some bricks down to sit it on, and I'm getting it so that I can fill my own propane tanks. Instead of having to load the tanks up, taking them into town, the tank will sit here. I can hook my tanks up to them. Don't have to just take them over to the big tank and fill them right here. And I'm putting it here just so it's far enough away from the trailer. Put it here, and I'll get some film of that tomorrow when it's delivered, and fill my own tanks. Cheaper that way too. They come out, deliver it, 250 gallons. They fill that thing up, which will be like 220 gallons, something like that, full. A lot cheaper by the gallon than taking those tanks in and all that good stuff. So that's going to happen tomorrow. So I'll get some film of that being dropped off and all that good stuff. Okay, have a great one. Later. Good Friday morning, November 15th, 16th, whatever that Friday is before Thanksgiving. I'm having a 250-gallon propane tank delivered. I'm going to put it right there. Kind of leveled off the bricks. May not look level, but it is, because of the terrain and all the way it rotates and stuff around here. But it is level, and they just called and said they're on their way, so that could be, you know, anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour. The place isn't too far away, but anyway, it'll get here, and then I'm also having attached to it a valve, a regulator that will allow me to transfer the propane from the big tank into my smaller tanks on my trailer, or any other use for propane that I would need. So I'll be able to do that, and then later when I get my cabin built, I'll be able to pick the tank up with that and move it over near the cabin. And if I want to have, you know, propane heater or something in the house as a backup to my wood burning stove. I don't know why you need a backup to a wood burning stove, but you never know. I mean, just get real old, you know, maybe, and not cutting wood as much, or whatever may happen, you know. And I'm going to have an electric range, electric oven. Electricity's pretty cheap, and someday if I, you know, go totally off the grid, then you know, my solar system and stuff will be able to do that. Of course, then I have my wood burning stove I can cook with also. But anyway, and like I was saying, the propane tank, what if I decide I want to go ahead and go gas heat, you know, gas stove and range and things like that, gas water heater. I doubt it, because I'm going to try to go all electric, and so that in the situation where the bad thing happens, you know, and society's horrible, I still have my solar and all that good stuff. So, all right. Just got the call. They're within a couple miles for my propane tank. Same people that delivered to my parents' house up that way. So it's just my address is a little tricky, because you got to go to a dead end road. It says dead end. You keep going, and I mean, when you hit the dead end, you turn on right onto my driveway. So you're like, there's nothing up here, and then all of a sudden there's a driveway there. So, and then, you know, you're coming down, it kind of winds, you don't see anything. 'Cause like I said, I'm about almost a quarter of a mile off the main road there. You keep going, and then you're like, where the heck is it? And then finally you see my trailer, because right there's the driveway. That truck will be coming down through there pretty soon, and then you come and you'll eventually see that trailer and you go, oh, okay, I see. And then, you know, they'll come back in here. I'm gonna try to have them come back in and go over into that, back up, and set it right over there. So that's the plan. They may do something different when they get back here. You never know with, you know, the way people deliver stuff and all that, because they got their habits and the way they do things, and I'm not really a picky person, you know, because I'll let them do what they need to do and get it here, and then if I decide I want something different after they leave, then that's what I'll do. Just like with my storage container. You know, I said, hey, I want it there, and if he was great. He said, whatever you want. So these guys will probably be the same. Since I live out here in the country, they're just kind of like, yeah, get that thing out there and start paying us the money, you know, for the propane. Use that propane, and you know, I'm buying this tank, so it's mine. You know, the worst thing about that is eventually 10 years from now, or whatever the 12 years I think the date is, you got to have them refabricated, whatever it's called, reconditioned. So I'll have to do that, you know, and pay whatever that is 10 years, 12 years from now, whatever. But this one it's a used one, but it's been refabricated, already reconditioned, and it's mine. She called me and said, hey, the paint job's not real good. We'll give you some money off on it if you want. And I said, heck yeah. So, well, here they come. They're coming down the drive right there. So I'm going to set the camera up over here so that we can see them unloading it. So there'll be some dead time here in a little bit, but that's okay. So we'll do that right there and see what we got going. I'm just going to try to stay out of their way and let them do their job and do it. All right. Stellar. Yeah. Good way set. Toy hauler.
how to use that thing?
Yes, sir. You don't have to have a long gas in right now, do you? No, it's done all filled up. He's done these Eric, but obviously.
Chuck, you want this? I have a credit card. It's on Danny Willis. Is it 78 or 1805?
Sorry?
78 or 1805, your address?
74857, zip code?
No, your address.
18501.
Okay, yeah, 18501, Southeast 113. Okay. 74857.
That's all I use for now. Right now, Whiskey flat. That's what that was called. Yes. I was trying to think of that. Yeah, that whiskey flat thing is awesome. Yeah, whiskey flat. Yeah. Well, I still, like I said, you've been out there for so long. I got tons of friends and memories. I got to go back in January to do a retirement stuff like this. So I get to do that for 5 days. And then maybe always just go out partying. Oh, heck yeah. Party knows that. Okay, that's right. That is a cap for this. Okay. Try to take that valve off. And then you put a plug on here, so they can open that spring filler valve we put on. So the other one is shot. And you know how to read the gauge. Yeah. So, pretty cool. Whenever you decide you can build your house right here, it's over there.
Oh, neat. Yeah, I've got it all. I've got some storage over there just recently, and I've already got the stem wall built. And I'm using my sawmill. I'm going to use all the wood on my land to build my cooking cabin.
Is this first time deal for you, the sawmill, or have you done this before?
Well, no, I haven't done it before.
So it's a learning experience. You know, when I'm falling my tree, you know, good job.
Well, I'm not sure if it shut off or whatever, but there it is, delivered, and there they go. I have to check on this camera to make sure it's doing what it's supposed to. It said 9 minutes. I think we've been here longer than 9 minutes, but anyway, it's recording right now. 250-gallon propane tank. I ordered this, had them install this so that I can fill my tanks. That way I don't have to have a direct line. But if I want to hook a direct line to it, they told me just run it over there and da-da-da. So that would be easy enough to do. Propane tanks, when I start traveling also, that'll be come in handy, so I just fill them up. Don't have to stop by or take them out ever, you know, to a store or anything. Costco or whoever, you know, I'm going to get to fill them, but I don't have to, so I'll do that. It's a lot cheaper to mass order it. And they put all new valves and everything on it, and it's a company here locally, so kind of good stuff. I'm excited now, you know. Got my gas, and can't believe it, but I just kind of laid those bricks out there like I told you, and they hoisted that thing up there, and I hope we got it on film. And they started setting it down, and he had to move only because he wanted to those 2 bricks on the other side an inch this way. Otherwise, I did it perfect. I can't believe that. I just guessed. I came out and, well, this is about what it should be by looking at my parents, and no measurements or anything. I just kind of thought I'd do it when they got him out here, and I'll be dang, it worked out perfect. I had my level and everything, shovel ready to go, and so there we go. Another big accomplishment there that I'm very excited about. You know, it's a little pricey right off the bat, but I think it was $1,100. But that tank is mine. They said you never have to recondition them as long as you keep it up off the dirt and stuff where it won't erode. He said that you never have to, as long as the valves and everything, you may have to replace those. But he goes, they last forever. And I thought, wow, okay. There you go. So bought that tank, it's mine, and the valve and all that stuff. That valve was $150, you know. Then they put it on and sealed it and did everything for me. So, like, wow, all right, good deal, thanks. And very excited now. I mean, it's one of those things. Now it sits there, and I'm not going to do anything to it. It's just sitting there, you know, for now. But I'll probably get me a underground hose or whatever gas pipe and run over here and either hook it into that black hose coming out, or this also underneath there has a galvanized pipe coming out with a nipple on it, a seal, and if I take that off, I could just put a regulator, you know, gas regulator in between it, and hook it up solid, so I don't even have to worry about the tanks. Just leave the tanks full. And all right, progress. The guy was one of the guys was from near where I just moved from in California, and he lived in Kernville for years, and married a lady that lived here, grew up here in Oklahoma, and she talked him into moving back here years ago. So it was kind of having that in common. You know, he grew up near the area and that I knew, and we had a good conversation about common stuff, living out in the country and all that good stuff. So it's just fun. This is neat. He was so excited about the sawmill. You know, he was, oh, this is awesome, and both of them were really excited about the things that are happening here. So I hope you guys are too. You know, the progress and the things that we're getting accomplished out here. And I say we, because usually it's me and my mom and dad helping me, and the other people that have helped me do stuff. So okay. I think it's lunchtime. Progress. Look at that. Just love this. Love this. Maybe later today I'm going to come out and start tree prepping. Okay.